Hello, summoners. Welcome to another pulse pounding, lightning inducing, tower ascending, like literally, because you're doing TOA, episode of a Monster Rancher's Guide to Summoner's War. I am the choose your own adventure, Aztec Olmec.
Love it.
But it wouldn't be a proper episode if I didn't have the Charger Shark Lightstar 777 with me. Dude,
There it is.
you're much better than a Charger Shark.
Oh,
You're like an
thanks,
Epicon.
buddy.
You're at least an Epicon priest. At least.
Really?
At least.
I'm not a Lulu and Friends.
well, how,
Can't rate Lulu and Friends.
There's only one schizophrenic gamer. I don't think there's enough room in the world for two.
All right.
You're definitely a Lulu.
Right.
I don't know about Lulu and Friends.
That's funny. Hello, fellow summoners, ranchers, Discordians, all.
Excellent.
Hope you're all doing well, Aztec, as always. How are you doing today, my friend?
Aztec is doing okay today. However, on Sunday, good old Aztec Olmec and a good buddy of his was digging out roots and stumps out of his front yard to make way for
Roots and Stumps, ironically, was Aztec's nickname in high school.
It totally wasn't. But that is what.
Yeah, there's old Roots and Stumps.
Yeah.
At it again.
Oh man, it was in 90-degree weather. My neighbor and I were making way for the garden that eventually is going to be in front of our house, but there were just some really janky bushes that needed to go that I've been putting off and putting on. They went. Trust me.
Got to go.
But man, was I sore the next 2 days, and then I went to the gym, of course, to further exacerbate the problem. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. So Aztec Olmec has been not the best, and I, of course, during the all of the pickaxing, I chopped a gash out of my left leg. So bandaged up and still went to the gym. So I don't want to hear anyone messing with their gym flow. This guy went probably still bleeding.
I'm sure everybody will enjoy your blood on the machines after you're done with them.
That's why they have Band-Aids. However, Lightstar 777, how are you doing today?
I am doing pretty great.
I see a Prime Day gift on your head. I see some new
headphones. I
headphones.
treated myself. So
Excellent.
Now when I'm on PS5, I have this very nice retractable microphone headset. And green's my favorite color, so it won me over surprisingly easily.
They look good.
I was very happy with you. And had a good week. In Genshin, I got Klee, who, if anybody has heard me talk about Klee at all, has been my most wanted character from #Day1. I, in fact, didn't really understand the way that banners worked and the mercy system at the beginning. Like, I didn't really know that, if you go to mercy, you have a 50-50 shot at the character on the banner, and if you do it a second time, you get it.
Yeah.
So the first time, like when I was very, very new to the game and Klee came out, I was so close to mercy, but yet I missed it. Like the very next time, like I summoned a 10-pack, I got my 5 stars. So
yeah,
but we're all good now.
Water under the bridge.
Right? I now have to. Like, the hardest thing in that game is this one domain for the pyro damage artifact.
Yeah, it's the domain that you need, right? I'm sure it's the one.
And it is the one I need. So now I need to build up like 3 characters that I've never shown very much love to that apparently make it easy to do that one.
Which domain is it? Because I have one pyro character I'm using.
The hidden something of Zhao formula.
Okay. What is
kind of up in the northern part of Liuet.
What does it drop? What's the set that it drops?
Crimson Witch.
Ah, okay. So I know now. I know exactly, because I'm pretty sure when we co-opted last time we played, we went
did.
there and
We did.
I got at least one.
On
piece.
your level, it was easy. So like, let's go do that again, and I can bring my Klee, and I can feel like I'm doing really well, and then I'll go back to my game where I just cry a lot.
So I know exactly the one that you're talking about. So we're definitely different world levels, but yeah, that one was kind of fun. I kind of liked that. I mean, granted, of course, you were there and carrying, so, but I liked that. I liked that dungeon.
If you can't walk, crawl. If you can't crawl, get somebody to carry you.
100%. So I've been doing, much of the same. This is the last week of the one of these summer events in Genshin. So I've been Genshining it up more so than I've been summoner warsing up. However, we're still going to make it a pretty good show for you because one topic that we have, I just love our listeners. One listener pointed out something on my account on my Lushin that was so glaringly
Aztec.
so
it
Aztec,
is so Aztec in its application.
Oh my goodness! If you could just carpet.
I literally told this person, I was like, I can't wait to tell him. I legitimately, I took a screenshot of me saying how much I was looking forward to pointing it out to you. And sent it to you right away. I was like,
comedy. I mean, I know.
I've probably
show.
done things like that, but nobody has caught it. Where I've removed runes for rune removal day and then forgot to put them back.
So we're gonna fix this right now. Was it Ferentis? I believe it was Ferentis that pointed it out.
I do believe so, but I can get that answer for you momentarily.
Yeah,
you keep talking.
Let's make sure. So, Lushin is my rep monster.
It was, of course, Ferentis.
It was Ferentis, yeah.
A good and dear Discordian friend.
Absolutely. One of our fellow monster ranchers noticed that my Lushin that I'm using for my rep is not the one that's fully skilled up.
Classic.
So I have two Lushin. I have, I think, three, but two that are actually built halfway decent. So the one that's fully skilled up has no runes, of course, and the one that is
as one would do,
as Aztec would. I don't even know if anyone else was that blind or deaf or whatever. But
don't choke on your ambition.
But the one with runes is not skilled up, and the one without. So shout out to Ferentis for looking out for a fellow Monster Rancher's account. So shout out to you. But yeah, I mean, this is why this is honestly like one of the reasons why we started this whole podcast and Discord and what have you.
I can't believe you haven't awoken your like half of those monsters.
Half of the units I got in May. I had such a run in May.
Your Teor, your Zyros, your what is the Fire Sea Emperor? I forget his
Okeanos,
name.
Oki.
Okeanos,
yeah,
like one of the best ones, not awoken.
Now,
poor little babies.
It's really going back to last week's show. It's like, do I level these up? Do I awaken them if I don't have runes? I am in such a rune drought right now. It's not even funny. But
I awaken everything.
But I didn't awaken. I didn't level up any of these new units because I know I don't have the runes for them yet. However, the a solution was discussed on last week's show also. Lightstar gave me a much better Giants team. It's so much better than the one that I've been using. And it's the Sath, Tattoo, Melia. Wait, Sath, that's everyone, right? Sath, Tattoo, Melia.
And Illusion to clear
and Illusion, right. And of course, the Illusion I have is gotta be reworked. The only thing I have to really do is 2A my Sath, which, already started that process, you could say. But we have topics. I mean, besides, Ferentis checking out my account,
We do.
We stay at Sky Island, of course. Um, we already mentioned some Genshin. We'll get more into, Lightstar and I's Genshin's account. Building an RTA team with options from the mighty Chibikage, um, the Marine event. And of course, that's going to charity, which is awesome. And do we think the Marine event may be showing 2A, sharks, or is there a 2A?
Or a 2A water area.
So
in the dimensional hole.
That's Lightstar's prediction that might be the next 2A, because Charger Sharks are kind of the butt of the joke of Summoner's War. Like, ooh, Charger Shark, we're just gonna feed them. Like, I don't know too many people that have. I mean, I'm looking at their usage. I think the Fire one actually has some halfway decent usage. And can a 6-star Alicia, who's the Water Polar Queen, replace a Water Homunculus?
What was that last word?
Water Polar Queen. What'd I say?
Crane.
Water Polar Crane.
Crane. You were trying to say crane. I know it. I know you were.
Probably. I got crane on the brains, as usual. But yeah, can a 6-star Alicia replace a Water Homunculus? In where? In like TOA or something?
Yeah, I've been debating if I were to ever 6-star my my poor, much maligned Alicia. Could I re-skill my Water Homunculus to be like a Fire Homunculus or something along that line?
Gotcha.
So I could actually have my water control unit and then have my Homunculus take the place of like a fire damage dealer.
Okay. Makes
Is that a Miles Morales Spider-Man shirt?
It is not. It is an original, just a regular Amazing Spider-Man shirt. But I love it.
Nice.
Just because.
Oh, I see. He's upside down.
Yeah.
All I saw was the hand and
yeah, he's definitely
and the
upside down. He's inverted. He's inverted. But yeah,
Well, how could you tell what the other pilot was doing? We were inverted. We were communicating. The bird.
Absolutely. But I really like this shirt because it comes from Fortress of Solitude, which is one of the comic stores in Newark that I really like a lot, and I've never seen a shirt like this. So, shout out to Fortress of Solitude. So, but yeah, I really like the shirt. That's why I decided to wear it today for the show.
Nice. So, since I'm playing RT, so like Chibikage and I were chatting.
Yes, you were.
And
you.
So first he rolled in and then he beat me down with his 2 art masters,
right.
Because basically half my team were ribbons for most of the match.
Right.
And then he subsequently destroyed me, and it brought up a whole point that he was saying he basically has one character that he tries to build his team around, and then everything else is just kind of built around
supporting that
idea of that character, like supporting that, and so that no matter what you ban, like he's got a backup plan. And
brilliant.
I suppose that's something I struggle with when it comes to RTA, is I always feel like I hit a wall at one point where, my best laid plans of mice and men goes south of cheese, and it doesn't work. So I don't know. Just, I feel like I sort of grasp the hints of the concept of it, and then I can never progress as well as I feel like I should be able to.
I hear you, bro.
So, like right now, I know I should probably do everything in my power to outspeed this team, so I'll bring a second speed lead.
Right.
Because they're going to go for twins, and if their twins go before me, I'll die.
Yeah.
So you see, I know this in concept.
We know this.
But let's go with those 2. This is the the Nelly the God approach, where
Yeah.
I'm just going to try and murder them. Get rid of your speed lead. Now I have two 33% speed leads, so. And I also have, see, I'm going to get the first turn. So if I don't get the first turn, I'm going to be duly surprised by this.
Right.
But
I think you
I
would.
don't know. Like, I mean, I have my Wusa and things like that, but I have not started figuring out any teams around it. But it was just interesting that, I mean, it's great advice, like to kind of have your team built around almost like a fulcrum point that, you could go either way depending on how the match progresses
Right.
or how the pick and ban. Um, well, those some beefy twins. Not beefy enough though. See, Beth just deletes things. That's her goal in
That's
life.
what she does. Excellent.
But yeah, so I don't know, cuz sometimes I feel like I don't know what I should be using as my fulcrum point in some of these teams, cuz like I get the concept is things with passives
Right.
are very good, and and you want to have like strips, defense breaks, attack buff, and the thing that kills things.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it's kind of hard when you only have four things. So
So let's talk about the pearls of love. the the I guess you could say event that is going to help all of the underwater creatures. You know, it is the keep going up the marine animal support um, for the global service. Summoners War has done this in the past where they've donated a number of depending on I guess player interaction, they've donated things like computer services to schools around the world. But this is new. This is I think the first time they're going to donate to some type of animal habitat. But this is awesome. I'm really impressed especially when games and even streamers, do all of these, you know, charitable events and things like that. So
hmm.
I find it, just very cool. So I'm definitely gonna not bad. Yeah, I know they're rivals, but still, you wipe the floor pretty quickly. But
Good idea.
yeah, let's talk about that. I mean, what do you think is you know, I mean, you had a prediction about, you know, the Charger Sharks, being I guess, the mascot for this
Well,
particular event. Why do you think they may
I
be the
mean,
next 2A?
for one thing, the end of the event is a picture of a charger shark.
Right.
So, I mean, there is that aspect of it. Um, I don't know. It's just, I mean, the whole concept of the 2As was to have people want to use the maybe overlooked or underutilized monsters
Yeah.
from the game that oftentimes are not used. Like, I mean, like you said, like who actually uses a charger shark? Like,
I
I
do not.
very rarely see maybe a dark shark being
Right.
used, but other than that, like a lot of them are pretty much neglected and overlooked. So I mean, I'm just saying for my own thing, if I were picking a character out of all the characters from classic Summoners War,
Right.
I don't know. And the fact that people already use the Hellhounds, so bark for Tark. Um, so I don't know. I don't know that, like, and I mean, and again, if they use the Marine event as like a jumping off point, they could actually have like a whole new area, like an aquatic area, and if
Hmm.
they release two A's, it could be mermaids and charger sharks, which would fit thematically together better.
Yeah, and then of course tie into this event. So that's a good prediction. I can't see any rebuttals against it. Who knows? But there's been no official anything on. But
Nope.
one huge hint that they just dropped was the Elia's new mount. Which is a part of one of the legendary packs. It is the exact same, I guess, robot or Gundam or exoskeleton that the little red panda character was using in the animated short. So
Mm-hmm.
there's little subtle clues that that come to us is dropping that but we haven't heard. I mean, besides the comic, we haven't heard anything, going forward with the animated short, whether the animated show is coming out anytime soon or anything of that nature. But this is a little bit of a Easter egg, probably saying, hold on, we haven't, forgotten about the animated short. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
with quarantine and such like that, due to COVID, that probably put a monkey wrench in the works of the animated short. But I think this is a
Right.
pretty not so subtle clue that there's still you know it's still in the works. So I don't know. You sent me that screenshot a couple of days ago, it just went over my head totally. You were like, that's the exoskeleton the character was using. They were like, oh yeah, they from the animated short. Okay, so I don't know. I mean, more to come. We will definitely keep you posted about any information that we have about the animated short. Uh,
Truth.
I do have a question though. Have you played any Lost Centuria since the since that really quick event where you were able to put your unique ID in from Lost Centuria and get some rewards in Summoner's War? Have you picked up Lost Centuria at
Mm,
all?
no.
me,
No.
me neither. Not at all. I
Um,
just found that.
I mean, I haven't uninstalled it on my phone, mind you, but I definitely haven't done anything else with it.
Yeah, we've both been on some Genshin, some Genshining. Like Lightstar said before, he was lucky enough to pull Klee, and now he has to farm a whole. So think of Genshin as maybe I don't know like a like a how do I say, you can control your Summoner's War character in an open world Summoner's World, because not only do you have all the gotcha elements, you have actual real time fighting, dodging, parrying, things like that. So yeah, the dungeon that Lightstar is talking about, we actually ran that dungeon a couple of times. But instead of runes, you have artifacts to put on your characters, and your overall level is, I guess, your adventure rank. So the overall level of all your characters and where you are and your world level is all linked to your adventure rank. What's your adventure rank now, Lightstar?
5.
5. Your world
55.
55. Okay, cool, excellent. Mine, I'm slowly.
Oh, you mean the world rank? Yeah, I don't know. I just know I'm AR 55.
That's and which is pretty high. I am almost almost at 38 or 39. I forget. So basically, at this part of the game, you have to just do a lot of farming. You have to farm a lot of artifacts or runes, if you will. If we want to keep it in Summoner's War terms. So anytime you get a new character, you have to level up their weapon, their artifacts, and their talents. So, Ken is right in the middle of that. So you actually have to level up 3 other characters in order to farm the dungeon that you need for Klee. Which 3 characters are you using, or do you have to bring out of obscurity?
Young, Cho Young, and possibly Kaya
Okay,
or Shinkyu, the
excellent.
book guy.
Yeah, those, well, at least one of them, um I use pretty much the, like you said, the book guy. I like him a lot. He is just, I mean, just from character design and from utility, he's just awesome, awesome, awesome. But yeah, you have to, the dungeons are all element based, so you definitely have to, um, pick a team which is, I guess, advantageous in that dungeon, depending on what kind of element it is. But that particular dungeon drops the set that increases fire damage, and Clea is a fire character, so yeah, good times. Good times farming that dungeon. So you got to farm bosses and dungeons for, you know, for the right artifacts, for weapons. Well, sorry, weapon prototypes, and talent books and such like that. So fun times, especially when you get a new character that you like. You have more volition to actually farm these dungeons. When I was lucky enough to get the banner for the last one, Eula, and she's awesome in a couple of different, actually a lot of different places. So I don't know. Building a new character in Genjin is fun times. It's good times. Good, good, good.
Nice. How far are you on your 100 gifts event?
Probably the same as last week. Probably exactly the same. But I want to go. Do you remember where we left off? Did we leave off when we started playing?
Exactly at 50.
Okay.
But I'm not completed yet, so we'd have to stop again.
Okay, that's fine. But
You want me to read them anyways?
yeah, why not? Just read a couple. That would be cool.
I don't read a couple. I'm just collecting everything. 1 second.
I hear you.
I didn't know where I was in it. Oh, 83. Okay. Let's see. So we were at number 50. The World Arena official service opened on March 17th. Rune Appraisal was added on March 17th. Arena's Challenge Quest
Yep.
was added on April
I
14th.
remember
World
this.
Arena Spectate function
I
was
always called
added.
her Salty Girl.
Nice. The 3rd anniversary, the support homunculus came out. Rune management function was added. Paladins were introduced,
Yep.
which came with Light Paladin, Fire Harp Magician, and Water Samurai fusions. Siege Battles came out. Chakram Dancers and Boomerang Warriors came out. I remember
Yep.
them. Global
That was a
4th
good
anniversary.
That was an awesome.
Terratus's Labyrinth came out. Druid Dryads came out. Goddess Amiria's Blessing came out. New Summoners. Lightning Emperor Giant Warrior came out. Monster Fusion for the Lightning Emperor, the Fire Vampire, and Wind Magic Knight came out. The Sniper and Cannon Girls came out.
Yes.
Ancient Crystals were added, and the Ancient Crystal Shop opened. Dark Vampire Lord, which,
No.
if you were playing, everybody could get.
Now, can you pause it
5th
right
anniversary.
Here? This is like right around the time where we started the podcast, because I remember the Dark Vampire Lord was, I think, our first episode.
Yep. Definitely, it was, yeah, June. Yeah,
Yep.
That was right around that time. Nice. The 5th anniversary, Karazhan Alunia became a thing, and the Dimensional Hole, Second Awakening for Unigamis, War Bears, Fairies, and Pixies. Ancient Rune Grindstones and Enchanted Gems were added. Demons and Gargoyles came out.
Yeah.
Lumel in the Dimensional Hole came out, which came with it the Werewolf and Martial Cat 2As. The Beast Riders. The Griffins got a Second Awakening. The Summoner's Way quest came to be. Siege Battle seasonal system was applied, and Siege Battle tournament was added. The Art Master String Masters were added, and the 6th anniversary, and that's where I am at now.
Excellent, excellent. I want to talk about a video I sent Lightstar. I mean, pretty briefly. It was, broadcast by a Genshin streamer. His name is Tectone, and he's really over the top but very sharp guy. I kind of enjoy watching his style of streaming and such. But he basically reported on a leaker, and if you know anything about video games and leaks, it's serious. It's a serious business. A lot of this intellectual property can cost thousands or potentially even millions of dollars. So links are a thing. I don't think Summoner's War has had too much issues with links, but definitely Genshin Impact has. And basically, one of the beta testers was caught and fined something like something crazy, like almost 70k USD. But obviously, you're a beta tester, so you probably signed a non-disclosure agreement not to leak anything that you're seeing.
Definitely did.
Not to leak anything. So, I mean, obviously, the couple of $100 that he probably got for leaking has completely been, trumped by, the fine that he got. So, what are your thoughts? Do you think that was an excessive amount? What do you think about that? I'm just wanted to pick your brain a little about it.
Definitely don't think that it was excessive because, I mean, here's the thing. If, you're told that, you need to do something, hey, give me like 5 seconds. Sure. Apparently my stream decided it wanted to be belligerent, so.
Oh, can't have that. Cannot have a belligerent stream.
Mine decided it was going to. Oh well. I mean, this is fine. Yeah, no, I don't think it's excessive because, honestly, if you sign an NDA and then you violate it, like, there have to be consequences, and Definitely. They probably literally told you what the consequences would be, and I don't know. I mean, I won't say that I'm overly company-ocentric when it comes to these things, but right. Like, at the same time, I don't know, just if you're going to, violate the rules, like, the companies have to protect themselves somehow, and it just seems like, like, obviously the companies are going to do it somehow or some way or another, so yeah, I don't think it was excessive. I don't think it was out of line. I think it was perfectly normal for them to protect their company by finding somebody what they probably put exactly in writing they would have done.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. I really think it also protects the players too, because we want some sense of surprise when something cool like a character drop or a feature drop actually happens. So I don't know. I think it's definitely a protection of intellectual property, but also the fans' integrity. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I wouldn't do it. I personally wouldn't. We don't leak everything that we talk about is either like really already released by Com2uS and we just report on it, or it's just total theory crafting or speculation, and we say, hey, this is theory crafting and speculation, just like your prediction for the next 2As. We are completely using clues and information from Com2uS, but we simply tell you we're not necessarily leaking anything or data mining. We simply report on what's already common knowledge or in the media that's already released by Com2uS. I just get no joy or anything about leaking anything or being the first to know, or I don't know. Just doesn't. It's not worth it to me. It's not worth it to our listeners or anything like that, but I don't know. I just wanted to pick your brain about it because I value your opinion. You know what I mean?
Um, and I mean, like you said, I mean, to me, it's like there's no tangible value in the fact that that you go and you leak something and then what.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, bud. Let's see. Actually,
Interesting.
so let's talk about Alicia. Not Alicia Silverstone, but Alicia, the water polar queen. You were looking at a potential replacement.
Wouldn't that be something if I could? And then I could change my homunculus to something different.
Yeah, I mean, you've had a water homie for a pretty long time, so I'm sure that you want to switch and try to use the other elements. So you want to actually use Alicia instead of your, and is it specifically in TOA or were there any other places that you wanted to use?
I mainly just use him in Toa, so
Okay.
um but that's just me. Like I mean, I'm sure that most people wouldn't bother being even upset about it or, even considering like, swapping it out for something different. So, I mean, perhaps I'm just being, you know, a little bit ridiculous by
Mm,
even considering it cuz I mean, I have the water homunculus already built.
right.
But I don't know, there's just something about Alicia's kit that I just think, she could be, good enough to do the job decently that he does,
Yeah.
which is, weaken their defense. You have attacking all enemies. You can freeze them.
She has
But
two
like then
AOE's, right?
again, he does. Yeah, she's got two AOE's.
Hmm.
But like at the same time, he also does dots. He also does attack bar reduction. So it's hard to say that she could replace him because I mean he definitely does have merits beyond just CCing the team.
I hear you. So you got
But
crowd control. I don't know. That sounds like I mean, her kit would pretty much do the same thing. I mean, yeah, he does dots and such like that, but I don't think Alicia does dots. But I don't know. I think it'll work. I would definitely. How I mean, how have you built her? Did you have you built her at all or?
yeah, somewhat.
Okay.
Pull her up.
Now, would you
Let's
just
see.
swap runes? Would you just take the runes off of your homunculus and put her on Alicia?
No, why would I ever do such a monstrous thing? So I believe it was Rage Blade is what I'm working towards
Gotcha.
with her. I did rob her runes, but you get the attack lead in there. You attack enemies 3 times with the ice pillar and freeze them for 1 turn with 15% chance each strike. And if anything dies, you get another turn. You attack everybody and increases according to their attack speed.
Hmm.
So like she's a good counter for fast units on the other team
Right.
because she does more damage to them based on how fast they are. So, could be a halfway decent RTA unit maybe
Yeah.
for certain
Absolutely.
teams. But I don't know. I do not know who I should
Now,
fix next with
I
that one.
know you're using your water homunculus in TOA. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just. I mean, she looks more like an RTA unit than. but I don't know. She has 2 AOE's. She freezes also, which is definitely helpful in TOA hard you're using her in, right?
Yeah, I use them in both sides sometimes.
Okay. Oh, that's tough because I know dot teams are pretty much the meta for TOA hard, and I don't know if freezing would replace dotting. There's a sentence I didn't think I was gonna say today. I don't know. What do you think? Or do you have any replacements for the? I'm trying to think who else that you have in your box. Um, would apply dots. Maybe
Hi, Rose.
Xyros, absolutely. Amelia. Do you have? You definitely have Rika also. So I don't know. Maybe swapping, and your Rika is 6-star. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know that.
Really, it's just I want my homunculus to be a fire homunculus.
Okay.
To do damage.
I hear you.
To do damage is my goal.
Excellent.
Real quick, there was this video I watched the other day where Bagel did like 500 runs of B11.
Right.
And then like 200 of B12 to compare the drop rates. Honestly, I'm very curious what he was on about because I swear I've done at least 500 runs and I've gotten maybe 2 legendary runes in B12. It is abysmal. Abysmal.
What was the results of the 2 runs from B11 to GB12?
Overall, he said that you had a better chance of getting legendary 5-star runes in B11. And because he didn't do 500, his percentage for B12 of 6-star legendary runes was higher in B11 than it was in B12.
Okay.
But that could also just have been because of, how he didn't do the 500. So he still said like you should do B12, but yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I get frustrated because I get all blues and purples and half the purples are flat stats in 2, 4 and 6.
Right.
And the other ones it would just be, it'd be a useless rune unless you reappraise it, so there's no point in me leveling it up at all, and maybe 1 or 2 a day that it's even worth trying to level up. See if you can get it to at least do a triple roll into speed and make it a halfway decent rune.
Man, but I find the drop rates pretty hectic. Jeez. That's a lot of runs to get like 2 or 3 legendaries. I mean, it's making these rune packs look really, really good.
I told you they looked amazing.
I mean, honestly, I think I'm gonna to knock at least 2 out because at least 1 I can kind of fashion and kind of custom make, and then I'm guaranteed at least 1 more legendary. So, yeah, that doesn't make me that doesn't make me very optimistic about in 500 runs getting that many legendaries. But I'll check that out because that is I'm pretty curious to see those particular rates.
WQ. Build a slime. It's ironic you say that. I do actually have all of the slimes built, all hiding in my storage defense force. So
why? Why are you building slimes, Lightstar?
What? Why not? I think I actually have. I don't know if I have the light and dark one in my.
I think they were part
ready
of
to summon.
They were part of Hall of Heroes a while ago. Okay, I see a Sandman. I see Dark Jack-o'-lantern. I mean, not Dark Jack. Oh, Jack in the Box, I should say. Stop.
So why don't we do our RTA?
Sure. Why not? We should do that.
Which slime, though, if I was going to build one, which one should I do?
I'm guessing dark slime? I don't know. I don't want you building slimes, bro. Oh, man. Why? Why?
Fight you.
Yay. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Why not? Da da da. Da 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 da.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You have so many great units.
And no runes to go around. No runes. That just means I gotta farm more. Farm more runes. More runes.
I don't know why you don't farm more, since, you could just set it and forget it and come back several minutes later and
Hours later.
I do it at work all the time. I just set it and I come back after a while and sell most of the disappointing runes, and then I come back again and do more. So
Hours later. I hear you. Select a lead. Yeah.
you're Bael, right? You're Bael.
Mhm.
Nice.
I do have units. I just do not have
This is
runes.
this is a very fire heavy team you have put here.
Is it?
Well,
Yeah.
you have
Yeah.
all fire units.
It absolutely is.
Let you
Yeah.
have a turn.
Thanks.
No, I'm the soul of generosity occasionally.
The cult of personality.
That's different, but I know what you mean. All right. Since we've taken forever, let's just do best of 3.
Okay.
Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do one of these.
Ew.
Little Ciara action. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. One of those.
Ugh. Those two. Let's see. Let us.
That'll be interesting. Ciara, Masha, Beth, and Bernard walk into an RTA. It's the start of a joke.
Yeah, Masha. Okay.
I think I won. It's funny because your Luis is not fast, so this is a lot of me hitting your one character while they're invincible. There we go.
That it was. Do you think it's time for summon o'clock?
It is so ready for summon o'clock.
Summon o'clock. Get it? Summon a clock. That was...
first and foremost, I'm going to summon my Ifrit because I now have the 5 spares. So,
excellent.
Which one do you think I should 6-star first amongst them?
I'm thinking Theomars.
Good old neglected Theomars.
Theomars.
Yeah, probably. But okay. Whenever you're ready, you can hunt it down. I'll do some attributes, some mystical, and I'll end on a legendary so we get some guaranteed lightning up in here.
Lightning-tastic. Okay. 3, 2, 1. And summon. I just got mysticals, but guess what?
Chicken butt?
Mysticals have been giving me good luck from time to time.
Well, I mean, I do that for you. Hey, look, lightning from a fire scroll. Dice magician, nice. I should build those someday.
I have no volition to build them at all.
I've always wanted to build them. I feel
like
I love their random chance mechanic.
That's exactly it. That's why I just don't.
Hey, look at it! I got 2 dupes to choose from. All right, let's choose this dupe, and I'm going to crystal the crap out of her. Let's just go ahead and do that. Like, you're not even going to be on my island for 30 seconds.
I can't believe you got 2 dupes again, but 2 dupes of, 2 I actually want, 2 on top of it. 2 I do not have. Well,
we can do a few of these.
A little of these.
Hey, got another lightning.
Excellent. See?
Got another Skogul. They'll be fine for some skill ups.
Honestly, I would like the next 2A to be the magical archers. I think already they have some...
Of course you would, because you have a Scyllin.
No, the magic archers. The Scyllin is the Elven Ranger.
Oh. You mean the character that nobody uses?
Oh, yeah.
No, I can't complain about the lightning I'm getting. I mean, I'm getting halfway decent lightning, but all right. See what I don't get from this scroll. All right, a Kobold Bomber. I should build those 2.
Well, you have Sierra, so you have lots of, that's a bomb team right there. Does all her detonating and such like that. So I struck pure zeros, totally struck out in the lightning for this particular week. But
you got next time.
You got Skoguls, which are... So you have what, 5 now?
That's like 6. And a long time ago I'd fed one, so technically I've had 7 in my day.
Excellent.
Oh my god, an actual legend rune. What are you? HP, 6 speed?
Good.
Wow.
Rage.
I
Okay.
don't hate that. Nope.
Oh, you got a new transmog recently. Who did you decide to? You got some transmog stones. So who did you pick?
I haven't yet. Let's see.
You know my two suggestions.
Real quick before we finish for the day. I'll scroll and find it, and
okay.
I'll tell all the listeners. So let's see. I'm trying to decide between the Kitty Girl May, the Fairyland Master Ganymede, the Fantasy Wings Diana,
right?
Which is cool. The Guardian of Starlight Diana, the Night Witch Hathor, the Dragon Master Triton, which I really love the animations on that way. The Hathor one.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I haven't really decided yet. Nothing has overly tickled my fancy in terms of.
I am definitely going with the Dragon Master. I just like that one. That one's cool.
The Triton?
Triton, yes, for Triton. That would be.
I kind of want to do that one just based on the fact that I
like the animation.
I have not used him as much as I perhaps should, so I don't know. I just feel like, it'd be good to actually utilize him in some way, and that might incentivize it for me.
Yeah, that would be my pick out of that group that you just mentioned. Who we shouting out this week?
All the Discordians, of course, all our friends out there in the universe. Anybody who has ever watched the streams or been here for the podcast.
Yep.
Definitely just the world, the community of Summoner's War, who are just nice, good people we have met. Like, we've made a lot of friends doing this the past year, so all of them. Yeah, everybody. I'll shout out everybody.
I have to shout out Frentis, of course, for catching, and just like, feel free, people on my friends list, to, come to my account, leave suggestions on our Discord, leave suggestions in the chat, just hit me up on, DM me in the game if you see something that I could improve, because, we're all looking to improve. And I definitely have to shout out the Aztec Ale House in the Jersey Shore.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I like your name. We went to the shore last weekend, and I'll post that photo on our Instagram and in our Discord, of course. But I was totally taken aback once I saw the Aztec Ale House. Unfortunately, we couldn't go in and get any ale because it was around closing time when I stumbled upon it. But definitely shout out to Forentis also. And, again, everyone who's listening, everyone who gave some positive and negative feedback. So, yeah, it was pretty awesome. But yeah, shout out to the Aztec Ale House in Jersey Shore.
Beat up that beat.
Yes, Jersey Shore is known for the fist pumping and for the house music and club
Jim
music.
Juice Tan.
And the orangey oranges tans that the Jersey Shore show is named. But yeah, I was really happy to see the Aztec Ale House. They kind of stole my bar name though. I got to name my bar something else now.
Puzzles. Why is it called Puzzles? That's the puzzle. Wait, it sounds very familiar. I think somebody's done that already.
Well, that about wraps it up for this particular episode of A Monster Rancher's Guide to Summoner's War. New episodes every Saturday. Yeah, we do stuff on Saturday. Reach out to us, mrgtsw at Gmail, mrgtsw on Instagram, mrgtsw on Reddit, mrgtsw on Facebook, mrgtsw on YouTube, Lightstar777 Gaming on the Twitch, at Rancher's God on the Twitter. Tweet at us.
Tweet it.
And last but definitely not least, our Discord, Monster Rancher's Guide to the Universe. Yeah, come in, hang out, and have some fun. Leave some funny comments. Leave some gifts. We like gifts.
Definitely.
Everyone live long and prosper. I'll try to heal up.
Peace and long life. He's not going to take out his whole leg, just chunks one at a time.